Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Tuesday, July 20th. I am here, Doc Leesner, the podcasting beast, alongside the Professor John Goddard, the king of RNG, the troll master of data analysis, and just the of his own fate, the cleaner, the newly formed Terminator.
What's going on, Doc? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, boyo. I am here, and we're back. And luckily, we actually have some football news, some great, some not so great. Quick update here on the Aaron Rodgers saga as it continues all off season long. John Gotti, Aaron Rodgers declined a 2-year extension that would have made him the highest paid quarterback. The media is going crazy with this one.
Of course.
Um, do you think this has any real relevance, or is Aaron just like, I want you to put all your cards on the table. Let's see what you got.
For some reason, people keep thinking that this whole situation is about money. It's not about money. And
Right.
I've been saying this for the long. It's not about money. It's about positioning the team in the best frame to win championships in the future, to put the right pieces within there, and to basically ensure him that he doesn't get Brett Favre.
Uh,
I mean, if we're really going
which
to
I
be
can
honest about
understand.
it, I mean, and everyone keeps talking about the Jordan Love pick. Like, yes, it's easy to go after that low hanging fruit. The issue isn't even that. The issue is he had to do so much for so long, and the only legitimate weapon he actually had was Devontae Adams for the longest. He had Jimmy. I was about to say Jimmy also for some reason. Jimmy Graham
Yeah.
for a few years, which that experiment didn't really work out. Jimmy Graham was essentially a shell of his former self, but I mean, this is more about just structuring the team to win championships at this point. Like, he's making a lot of money. Like, he doesn't
Oh,
need the
without
money.
question.
Um, and again, I mean, all it takes is a freak injury for him, and then they're like, well, that guy's trash now.
No, without question. And I understand what you're saying. I think prior to Devontae, obviously he had Jordy Nelson.
Jordy
I
Nelson.
guess that was his guy. But no, I can definitely understand that, and I guess that's what makes him so good. Now, I will say that some would argue that, and not to change the subject or bring anybody else up, but Tom Brady never really had those guys. He kind of made those guys, and the system kind of helped those particular guys get better. And I feel as though Aaron did the same thing. Obviously, in Green Bay, going back to even when Brett Favre was there, some of those guys had already been kind of past their prime by the time they got to Green Bay, like Andre Rison.
Right.
And then he made some of the other people, Antonio Freeman and some of those other guys. So,
Donald Driver.
yeah, exactly. Donald the Duke Driver, exactly. So he kind of made those guys. So I don't think this is anything new with Green Bay. I just feel like when you look around and you see, Russell Wilson getting, multiple receivers to work with, you look at obviously in Tampa, Jameis got a whole bunch of weapons. Um, and now Tom kind of accumulates those. But when you look around the league and you got these guys getting these number one quote unquote receivers, it is pretty tough to, sit back and say, hey, why don't we do that? Like, you see what
Yeah.
I can do with you, um, but what about with these guys?
Well, and that was the major critique about a lot of receivers within Green Bay for the past couple of seasons was they just couldn't get separation.
Uh, Separation is kind of,
I mean, and of course, I'm not talking about like absolutely burning the DBs or the
yeah,
safeties kind of thing, but
I don't believe that. I'm not believing that because there was plenty of plays where, you know, I don't believe that. I mean, if we're really talking about this as why the reason why Green Bay didn't go to the Super Bowl is because of the questionable play calling. Had nothing to do with receiving. Aaron
Really? Because
Rodgers just
everyone
won
kept
MVP.
blaming Devin King for some reason.
Well, I mean, he got burned a couple times, sure, but that wasn't the underlining reason why they got beat. He just unfortunately a scapegoat, right? He's a scapegoat. LaFleur is a scapegoat, even though I would say LaFleur is more to blame than King. I mean, he's going against. I mean, people might not want to believe it, but Mike's going to go down as one of the best receivers. Like, I mean, seven 1,000 yard seasons.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, he plays extremely big. It's kind of what we always wanted from, the Megatrons. It's just we never got a chance to see him in the postseason. So Mike's gonna probably go down as a Hall of Famer, a quiet Hall of Famer, but he'll probably go down as a Hall of Famer because of his impact in Tampa. But King, I mean, come on, I mean, come on, guys. But I would agree that it's not about the money. Let's go back to the original statement. It's not about the money. He obviously could have took it, but at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It is about the impact on the team. They needed line help. They
Definitely
needed,
need line help.
defensive help. So it's like maybe there just isn't a good plan on how they can get past some of the teams in the NFC, not just in his division, but in the overall conference,
Yes.
because he might not believe in the players.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know if he sits out. I don't know if you know, I don't know. Is he forcing in Green Bay's hand? Obviously, he's under contract, so they don't have to do anything. But I highly doubt that he'll want to just sit for a year or anything like that. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends. I know Devontae is going to be like, hey, I need to get this money, so no matter what, I'm going to play.
Yeah.
um, but then you just have to worry that hopefully Jordan Love can spread the love, and that's something that you don't want to happen if you're Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, you want your successor to be successful, but if Jordan Love does come in and plays extremely well and still gets the Packers to the playoffs, then it just means that hey, what the Packers have done all these years, it just so happens to work.
Well, they just made
Even if
adjustments. Maybe
no,
they
I
just
mean,
made some kind of adjustment.
well, maybe they don't need to. I mean, Jordan Love may be capable of making. He might not be capable of making all of the throws that Rodgers has made over the years, but maybe he's just successful enough to do it. I mean, obviously, Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers was successful. If Jordan Love era begins and he's successful, I'll forget about it.
I see what you're saying.
you know, they'll go down as a great quarterback developing team. That's
Wow,
all. I mean,
QB development factory.
yeah, I mean, what two quarterbacks in what uh, 30 years or something ridiculous like that.
Yep,
So that's amazing. So hopefully Jordan Love can carry. That's a lot of pressure for a young quarterback.
I agree.
A lot of pressure. But we continue on. That's the Aaron Rodgers saga. We had some injury news. Los Angeles Rams running back Cam Akers suffers a torn Achilles, so he will be most likely done for the year and maybe parts of next year, which stinks. Achilles injuries are always hard to kind of come back from. And I know the Rams were really looking forward to having him.
Hmm.
Obviously, they let you know Melvin Gordon go, right? Um, and I just feel like he was a young back that really was going to be able to take that next I guess step forward. Actually, not Melvin Ingram. I mean Melvin Gordon. It was
Melvin
Ty
Gordon.
Gurley. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ty Gurley
Yep.
is what I meant to say. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, they still have a couple of running backs in their
Yep.
stable
Daryl
there.
Henderson Jr. and Malcolm Brown.
Yeah, and Malcolm Brown played pretty well last year. I think I had him for a couple of games. So we'll see. Maybe he can step up. Daryl Henderson played a couple games. I know they have some other young backs, and who knows? Maybe they'll kick the tires on one of the old veterans that are out. I know, I'm pretty sure there's a few that are out there. In other news, Pittsburgh Steelers bring in Melvin Ingram. Very, very late signing for Melvin Ingram. I know his production has been down the last couple of years, but I'm pretty
Mainly
shocked.
due to injuries.
Yeah, yeah. This past season, I'm not 100% sure. You know, it just didn't look good.
Hmm.
But he did sign a contract with the Steelers for 1 year, and the contract is worth $4 million. That's a pretty good deal for the Steelers. It's a pretty good deal. Um, and lastly, the Raiders. The Raiders in the news. Haha, they're in. The Raiders have decided to part ways with President Mark Baden.
Haha,
Baden.
he's out.
He's out. He began his term in 1991 with the Raiders. He actually started as an intern and worked his way up, which is awesome. That's an awesome story to become president after so many years. But he has decided to resign, saying that it's time to focus on his family and his new, I guess, pursuance. But hopefully, this isn't one of those Daryl
I
Morey.
had a feeling he was going to go there, folks.
Uh,
I had that
I just
strange feeling that he was
ah,
going to go.
because I mean, this sounding real Morey-ish, man. This is sounding real like I'm gonna go home and spend time with my baby girls, and then he's gonna go and like join the Jets or something crazy like that. Like I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Mark. I feel like you got some intel on a job that might come available next year,
Wow, I can't believe you said that.
and you wanted to get out of Dodge. I'm not really buying it, Mark. You can sell everybody else that dream, but you can't fool Doc. I know a Maury when I see one. But good luck to him if that is the case. If he is looking to simply resign and enjoy time with his kids, quote unquote. But two teams in the NBA who some of them do have kids, right?
They
Who
do.
could possibly going home to see those kids after tonight.
I mean,
Uh, going,
both teams
going.
would technically go home to see their kids.
No,
We have
no.
to be
One team is going to go on to be celebrating for at least a week, right? And then the other team's going directly home. Like, do not pass go. Do not collect that $100 or $200. You're going right
Well,
home.
they still get a bonus for being in the finals. So
Skip that bonus. They don't care about it. It's not about the money. Didn't we just learn that it's not about the money? They trade that money in for the world to be able to hold that trophy and kiss that COVID induced trophy. I wouldn't be kissing
we have
anything
Game
right
Six tonight, folks.
now. He was like,
Or
yikes.
as many people are calling it, the coronation night for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Doc, is this series over tonight?
No,
It's going seven.
yes. I think again, I haven't seen the Bucks killer instinct just yet. We'll see if they have it. If they can prove me wrong. I don't think so. I feel like the Suns will give everything they've got. You're going to see all the tricks tonight. Um, no treats. You're going to see all the tricks. Chris Paul going to be doing everything he can to make sure that they win this game. I think Devin Booker probably drops 50. It's going to be ridiculous.
I take that over under.
Oh, that he drops 50?
Yeah, I think he'll score like 47.
47. Okay. I believe you do. I know John Gotti, man. He's a read master. So
I don't know
I
about that, but I know he's going to have a
50.
big night.
Well, it's what I said
Honestly,
about him.
this is really going to come down to who else on the Suns want this game. If we're really going to be honest about it,
True.
and DeAndre
I
has
think they
been
won
playing
game one
great.
and two, yeah,
Devin
with
Booker's playing
help from other
great. Chris
people.
Paul. After this 6 turnover game, no one said anything else about Chris Paul's performance in Game 5.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you.
because everyone wanted to focus so much on his turnovers. That's not the reason why they lost, folks. That ain't the reason why they
Well,
lost.
yeah, and I really wish that people would have focused on the officiating for Game Four because it was
No, they're
really,
not going to
really
do that.
bad.
They're not going to do that.
Um, and
And I told you they're not going to do that.
it stinks because the players can't say anything about the officiating, right? Or they'll get fined.
Exactly.
So it was really, really bad. But we'll see. I really believe that the Suns will tie it up. If what we're saying is true about number one, the NBA wanting money, the NBA, if they're turning it over to Giannis, then this series is over.
I
But
think I
I
think
don't
I
believe
think
so.
it's I think the NBA wants it to end tonight, along with the casuals, so they can get ready
Casuals,
for so they can get ready for the
the
Olympics
draft.
that may or may not happen.
Right, exactly. We're getting from the Olympic what Drew Holiday and freaking Middleton. And Devin Booker's joining, but who knows? They might change their mind. At me at this point,
Well,
everybody
and
might
that's what
change
I'm
their
saying.
mind.
It could actually just be canceled. So
Get ready for the Olympics. How ridiculous is that? That drives me so crazy. Ugh.
I
Yes,
mean, don't you know, Doc? I mean, they got JaVale McGee.
they do. Oh
They just
God.
take the entire team over the top.
Yeah, you're gonna be dunking on somebody and doing one of these, raising the roof, right? Gonna raise the roof,
I guess.
I guess too.
I
But
guess.
who do you got? Who do you got tonight? You think it's over?
I think it's over tonight.
I understand.
I
Devin
think
Booker
it's over tonight.
47. However, the Bucks win it.
Yep.
I gotcha.
It's
I
going to
gotcha.
be
Well,
some type of shadiness, but at the end of the day, if Chris Middleton step it up, I think that's it. You notice how I didn't mention Giannis?
no, no, it has nothing to do with Giannis because I feel like he's gonna get a double double no matter what. So,
Yeah.
he's gonna get his
So even
16.
though Chris Middleton may end up having the better series, Giannis is going to win Finals MVP.
I agree. I could see that. It's very unfortunate. It is. I can't lie. It is unfortunate.
Which is why I
But
mentioned coronation night is tonight.
yeah, but it kind of goes back to what we said about the previous series. All of the previous series, for the Suns in particular, they are going to need one of their superstars. I think I said it about LeBron. I think I said it about Jokic. They're going to need that 40 or 50-point game to win it. I said about LeBron. I said about Jokic. Like they just need it. Like they're going to need a huge outing from somebody that's just on fire. This is where Chris Paul needs to drop 30 to 40 points. Right. This is one of those kind of series. So um, that's it. But if not, the series is over. We'll be watching confetti fall. We'll be watching a whole bunch of people touching on, a trophy and putting all kinds of fingerprints on it, people kissing it, and hopefully being safe, not kissing it,
They
preferably.
will.
Uh, yikes. Yikes.
Now, it would be hilarious if we have a 2013 happen.
Yikes. Not a 2013 where somebody like drops it or something.
No. What?
What happened? Did somebody drop it?
No, it's towards the end of the game, and they're bringing out the trophy. And that's when the Heat came back, and that's when Ray Allen hit that big three.
Oh, I hope that doesn't. Well, I mean, I would like for that to happen, honestly, because that would be pretty funny.
You just said you wanted to go 7, so you obviously want
Yeah,
that to happen.
I do want that to happen. I mean, I want that particularly to happen. Like maybe uh, a speck of confetti falls out because they're getting it prepared, and then the trophy comes in, right? A little speck of like maybe two or three. Oh my God, premature confetti is falling, right?
Wow.
Premature confetti, and
Wow.
then the trophy's coming around, and then Devin Booker splash, sweep up that confetti there, roll that trophy back in
Okay,
the bag.
if he kicks the confetti, I would actually lose it.
That would be the best thing ever. Um, but we shall see. Mañana, right? We're going to be able to talk about this tomorrow and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we can read about this in the funny papers. But
It'll be funny either way.
true, true. But I know you heard this podcast on your favorite podcast platform. If you didn't, you can always go to our website at www.debateamongstfriends.com, where you can listen to this episode as well as all of the previous. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll continue to look at NFL news as well as recap Game 6, what they're calling the pivotal. Of course, it's pivotal because it could be over, but pivotal Game 6 between the Bucks and the Suns. I will have that recap and so much more. But be sure to tune in Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more news, more analysis, and the reads.